So most of everything that I write is a clear departure from choral repertory, right? I'm not interested in writing standard choral octavos. I write nearly nothing that has to do with the standard kind of Judeo-Christian anthem, hymn, whatever. And I don't take commissions that are for sacred or Christian sacred choral music. I'm not interested in that. And that's mostly because everyone else is doing that, or a lot of other composers are doing that. I feel that choral music is beginning to lose its audience because it performs so much of that repertoire which I find irrelevant, or which young audiences find irrelevant because they don't go to church. And I'm not anti-Christian, I'm just anti-choral music putting on that cloak all the time. So I am much more interested in finding texts that do speak to relevance, that do speak to the struggle that we are in or how we are trying to find ourselves in the world. So that's why I write a lot about climate change, that's why I write a lot about social justice. And for me, that's why I lead the ensemble I lead in Seattle called the Esoterics. So we try to do as much music that is unperformed or undiscovered as possible. And for me, Sophia's story is one of a great struggle, and it's a great unheard struggle. So this is also why I set Cavafy, the Greek poet. I'm interested in giving voice to people who didn't have one, or chose to write their voice in secret, or at least very quietly. Sophia, in her life, wrote several collections of poetry, and about halfway through her life, they stopped publishing her. So basically as soon as she came out in her poetry, she wasn't publishable anymore. And she lived in poverty because of that. And, except for a glimmer of a couple of decades in Russia's recent history, people didn't know of her work. People didn't know who she was. So that I can give voice to her is an honor. It's not, for me, it's not about capitalizing on it. I mean, I'm not making a ton of money on this, right? So if you really, it's not about that. It's about hearing the beauty of her words and setting them to music so other people can. So for me, that's the passion is around that. It's giving voice to people who don't have one.